of a dilemma. The rust is worse than I thought in the back. Yeah, I started chipping away at this bit. Obviously I still got that all going on over there, but found all the rust up in here and that, and this is obviously really bad, and it just keeps going. Looks like whoever fucking previously attacked this just hit it with the bog and said, yeah, she's all good. So I think it's going to be a dual cab chop time. I'm not going to do the typical cut all the way down into a tray. I'm going to do like a sort of a tub rear. So basically cutting here, making a back wall, and then yeah, just I'm plating this up to be a tub. So I've already taken out that window, taken out this window, and that one. Taking out this one next. Obviously this car's been painted at some point and it just masked it up, but oh well. So yeah, I'm gonna get cracking on pulling this big window out. 2 domestic plugs. Yeah, this one's got a few more. It's not stuck. It's flat. Alright, guess I'll start pulling all this shit out. Another one of some sorts when it's used. Still cool to have a little drop down section there. Because all these rubbers are so old and cooked, well, this is how I did it on the other door. They're just so old and brittle, they just break apart anyway. So I don't know if you can see on the corners here and that, all the rubbers are just breaking apart and shit anyway. So good that always get repaired anyway. So my phone overheated before I could finish filming this, but all this is out, windows out. I'm just gonna work on cleaning out this back area of all the crap and taking off door cards and removing all the trim and taking the headliner off and stuff. As I'm pulling down this headliner, that's all rust falling out of the headliner. That's what you want to see, hey? To be honest, the internal of it doesn't have any rust, but the inside definitely does. You can fucking see where they've layered on some rust converter in the past, and it's stuck to the headliner here and it's dripping down. This corner up here definitely has been rusted pretty bad. And had some shitty repairs, and this one fucking, oh. Yeah. This part's not savable. The rest of the car is definitely savable, but this back half definitely got to be chopped, unfortunately. So here's an idea on how bad this back bit is. And it's all up in here. There's a little bit up there, but I think I'll be able to fix that. But I just didn't want to have to deal with this back window area and these back corners, so she's getting the snip. So yeah, that's the plan for that. Probably not gonna get stuck into that just yet. I will continue on with this rust first. Alright, conversion done. Yeah, I was about to close them. Nice. Roof's off. So over the last couple of days, I've done a little bit off camera. I've stripped all of the sound deadening off of the base. Still have to do it on the wheel arches, haven't touched that yet, but stripped it all off the base, and I've done the final cut for this. Like, the first cut was just a rough cut just to get it off like this. Like, this is my actual lines, but I just did a rough cut to get it off, and then I'll clean it up later. But I've done my final cut up top, and then I've taken the sand deadening off, because eventually I'll be doing like a bed liner in the back here. But for now, I'm just gonna clean it all up,
with some wax and grease remover and just give it a coat of generic paint just so it doesn't rust on the bare metal and stuff. So I'll be doing that right now. Just gonna use some brake cleaner just to clean it all off, because it's not really that important for it to be super good quality. So I'll use this dirty rag as well, because not really bad stuff. Just got this random can of paint here. It says hammered finish, but it doesn't even matter because I'm just gonna get a bed liner eventually anyway. But it's the only brand new can that I have, and yeah, it's a decent area, so thought I'd run that. Just on raw metal too, which probably isn't great, but oh well. Chuck down the first coat. I'll let it dry. I'll probably use this whole can on it. Also, if you see my face is swollen, don't worry about it. I got some wisdom teeth out the other day, but yeah, I could probably end up chucking this whole can on there. Like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect. It's literally just to stop some surface rust. So off camera, I've just finished up giving it all the coats, and it's actually come out quite nice. Just for a shitty gammon quick 10-minute job. I actually don't mind how that looks, and if with the color that I'm gonna go for the car, I'm thinking of, haven't been confirmed yet, but the color I'm thinking of, this will probably go pretty well. So I might, in the long run, end up doing that for this whole area. But yeah, so that's that all done. So I'm obviously not going to be needing the wiper motor for the back window anymore, so we'll get to removing that. So it's a 24, and it was just literally hand tight. Like, I just test fitted it and turned it, and it started coming undone, so that's real handy. Oops, good thing I didn't need that. Most of this wiring I don't really care for, because it's windshield wiper, sprayer motor, stuff like that, but and like a speaker. But there is one that I do want to keep. This one I do want to look after, because it's for the third brake light. The third brake light that usually goes up the top, and I still want to incorporate that somehow. Yeah, I don't want to ruin all this wiring, but. So now this whole rear door is all empty and gutted. I'm gonna look over at this side. Now this side has number plate light on it, so I'll have to find out what that is and keep that, but the rest, there's probably speaker wiring in there. The rest I'll strip all that out. So let's have a look at what we got in there. I'm unsure as to what this little box is here, but I'm gonna unscrew it and find out. It might be for some sort of locking mechanism. This is why it's going here. I don't know. But even if it is for some sort of locking thing connected to the whole car, I'm not gonna need that, am I? So I'm just gonna whiz that off. Lock. I just broke it anyway, so won't be needing that. On the bin pile. There is connected to these, so I'll leave that there. Alright. So that is the wiring. Oh lol. Guess there's gonna be a rattle in the back of this thing forever now. Alrighty, so I've got the wiring all pulled back through. I've got the wire that I need, and I've got it all stripped back to the plug itself, which is this wire here. I mean, technically, all of this shit I don't need. At all. But I'm not gonna fuck with it really. If there's any open ends like that, I'll close them up. But otherwise I'm just gonna leave like this for now. In the final parts of this build I will come back and clean up all the unnecessary wiring, but for now we're gonna poke this floor back through here. Squeeze it back in so it doesn't, so the wire over time doesn't rub on the metal and break. There we go. At least it's got some sort of protection in there. So I've got this braided electrical conduit stuff. It's definitely a bit overkill for this one little wire application, but I've had this sitting around for a very long time and never used it, so might as well put it to use. Doesn't look the greatest, but oh, got some fleece tape stuck on my fingers. Doesn't look the greatest, but honestly not bad. It's better than a just random wire hanging through. Also, the paint turned out very nice. I think I am.